Christmas is there for me.
Last Saturday night, XPW brought its Rapture to the Olympic Auditorium. The show began with Mr. 80s paying a 4th of July tribute to Sergeant Slaughter. Dee's comedy would quickly be replaced as Rob Black and Lizzie Borden made their way to the ring. The devilish duo were able to convince Vampiro and the ICP to join them in the ring, sending the Dark Carnival straight into their trap. But the web that was weaved became even more complex as Pogo the Clown broke through security to hit the ring and sent a message of his own. As the chaos cleared, the in-ring action began. In a battle of international teams striving to prove themselves here at XPW, Mexico's Most Wanted, Halloween, and Damien 666 took on Nosawa and Kikusawa, aka Gurentai. The teams battled back and forth, displaying an amazing array of both technical and high-flying skills. With Victoria at ringside for Damien and Halloween, and Gurentai's agent Paul T standing in their corner, the two often found themselves involved in the match. The battle to prove which international team was going to be more successful on American soil proved inconclusive as Halloween pinned Kikusawa and Nosawa pinned Damien at the same time. Controversy surrounded the decision as Patrick Hernandez fled the ring. At Redemption, White Trash Johnny Webb lost to Kid Chaos in a match to determine the #1 contender to the XPW King of the Deathmatch title. The reason? Interference from the Enterprise. Webb, by all accounts an innocent bystander in the attempted recruitment of Chaos to the Enterprise, decided that it was time for a little vengeance and called out the Enterprise's wrestler, Steve Rosano. Fueled by anger and perhaps a few cases of beer and any other illicit substance he could find, Webb took the fight to Rosano, and as he set the former Gigolo up for his welfare check finisher, Veronica Kane jumped onto the ring apron and distracted the referee. This would prove a fatal mistake, as Rosano was able to work his way out of the welfare check and reverse it into his finisher, the one-night stand. Not realizing that her client had reversed the move, Veronica was still distracting the ref as Rosano went for the cover and the pin. Realizing that she was still distracting Hernandez, Rosano got up to tell Kane to back off. As Rosano went to grab the ref, Webb rolled him up for the 1-2-3. Webb had not only avenged his loss, but managed to dent the seemingly flawless Enterprise. Rapture also featured a special challenge match from Angel to Lady Victoria, a challenge for a West Hollywood street fight. The goal? Strip your opponent down to their bra and panties. Angel started with a flurry of offensive moves, but was beat down by Victoria. Crack, at the ringside for his life partner, attempted to interfere at any chance he got. Much of that interference was offset by Halloween and Damien 666 in Victoria's corner. With the entire crowd at the Grand Olympic Auditorium behind him, Angel ripped off Victoria's shirt, much to their delight and at Angel's disgust. He kept trying for her skirt, but seemed just as interested in beating on his rival. Victoria, however, was able to get a hold of Angel's pants and rip them off. But she was not done. With Angel down to his regular red wrestling trunks, Victoria pulled those off too, revealing a matching red G-string. Angel, extremely embarrassed, looked for cover, but ended up showing the crowd on hand almost everything he's made of. While Victoria versus Angel was an intergender match, it was now time for the Battle of the Bitches, as Major Guns and Lizzie Borden were set to go one-on-one. After the beating she took at Redemption thanks to the interference from Crack and Cronus, Guns demanded that her match with Lizzie at Rapture would have no interference from any member of the Raw Black Army. To prove that her wish would be granted, Borden came to ringside with Cronus, Crack, Angel, and Vic Grimes and handcuffed them all to the railing at ringside. Borden then blasted into the ring and looked extremely confident with their newly acquired grappling skills. But as soon as the bell rang, Guns was all over Borden, and the Queen of Extreme was about to be beheaded when a woman dressed in a kimono ran to the ring and attacked Guns. Having kept their true word, no Black Army men had interfered in the match. But the Army had apparently recruited a Japanese woman to carry out Lizzie's dirty work. As the woman and Lizzie attacked Guns, Rob Black and the Messiah confidently strolled the ring, and Rob Black began to berate the former WCW valet. As the beating continued, a familiar tune was heard throughout the arena, but no one quite believed just what it was. Not wanting to take any chances, Rob Black asked XPW ring announcer Ron Head for the keys to the handcuffs that were attached to the Black Army members on the ringside railing. Head, however, had some idea of his own and took off for the locker room. Black trailed, but by the time he went through the curtain, he was backed up to the ring by none other than the Extreme Icon, the Sandman. Sandman chased Rob Black to ringside, where he beat down all of the handcuffed Black Army members and then turned his attention into the ring. Sandman entered the ring and looked toward Black, Borden, the Messiah, and their new Japanese recruit. Black then grabbed the recruit and whispered to her. As Sandman got closer, Black, Borden, and the Messiah failed, leaving the new recruit alone. But she seemed up to the task and got right up to Sandman. Of course, being the equal opportunity destroyer that he is, Sandman drew back his cane and leveled the Japanese recruit. He picked her head up and blasted her. Blood now flowing from her head, Sandman continued to beat on her until he turned his attention to the fallen Major Guns. He lifted Guns up, and the pop of a beer can. Later, the two were met with a thunderous approval from the XPW crowd. The Extreme Icon was now in XPW, and he was ready to be more extreme than ever. The Sandman was not done with Black and his army, though, as he challenged Black to come out to the ring and see what it was like to get beaten just as he was having his girls beat Major Guns. While a Black Army member would come to the ring, it wouldn't be Rob Black, but rather Vic Grimes. Immediately, the two were at it in a match that contained little wrestling, but plenty of Sandman's cane and a metal guardrail that was bent in half by the time the match was over. After slipping off of the top rope in an attempt to dive onto Sandman, it was all over for Grimes, and Sandman was able to pin him under the metal barricade to get the 1-2-3. Was Sandman the answer XPW fans were looking for all along? Was he the one person Rob Black feared? With Vic Grimes on his back, no other Army member came to his aid as Sandman and Guns once again celebrated with the crowd, with thousands of XPW fans singing along. Rapture also featured a three-way war between the Black Army's Cronus, Homeless Jimmy, and New Jack. A wild brawl filled with weapons such as trash cans, a board filled with nails, Jimmy's shopping cart, and dozens of other instruments of destruction. The three battled for supremacy. When Jimmy fell victim to a Cronus 450 splash, it looked like the end, but New Jack attacked Cronus and was able to score the pinfall for himself. But Jack wasn't done. He then attacked Cronus and began to beat the hell out of him. When the beating would not stop, XPW Vice President Kevin Kleinrock came to ringside and ordered security to enter the ring. two of XPW security heads were met with an enraged Jack, who attacked them both and, using his assortment of weapons, busted them both wide open. Screaming for him to stop instantly, Kleinrock pleaded with Jack. Jack then got on the microphone and told Kevin Kleinrock that the fact that he was in that match was a bunch of baloney and that he wanted a shot at the XPW World Heavyweight Championship. When Kleinrock said that he wasn't sure that he could give him the opportunity, Jack said he wasn't going to rest until he got the shot, and vowed that he would destroy the entire Raw Black Army and XPW front office until he got what he wanted, starting with Kleinrock. Jack then chased Kleinrock out of the ring and out of the building. Fans had witnessed an incredible night of wrestling and history being made thus far. But what was next to come would live in memories forever. The match, Supreme versus Kid Chaos, uncle versus nephew, the prize, the #1 contender spot for the XPW King of the Deathmatch title. It would become one of the greatest death matches in XPW history. The two wrestlers who could prove themselves in a pure technical bout, forced to show just how extreme they can be. Family blood put aside so they could spill each other's blood for professional pride and success. Along with their normal brutal wrestling maneuvers, the two battled in beds of thumbtacks and light bulbs, barbed wire, and nails. Fluorescent tubes lined the ringside area and were often used in combat. Supreme was thrown into a corner filled with fluorescent tubes, sending them both into his back and across the ringside area. Then, with the table covered with light bulbs at ringside, it appeared as if Chaos was going to be able to deliver a Hurricane Rana onto Supreme, sending him through a table and to the floor, just as he did in their death match over 1 year ago in the original XPW King of the Deathmatch tournament. Not willing to fall victim to the same move twice, Supreme was able to block the move and deliver a brutal super powerbomb from the top rope through a table on the arena floor. With Chaos out cold, Supreme dragged him into the ring and covered him for a count of 1, 2. Supreme stopped at 2 and pulled Chaos up, perhaps to show him a lesson. Supreme wanted to deliver his Mecha Toe Splash finisher onto his nephew. Referee Patrick Hernandez thought it was enough and told Supreme just to pin Chaos there, but Supreme was determined to make a point. Hernandez resisted, and Supreme decked the XPW head official. He then set Chaos on a table already standing in the ring and went to the top rope. As he was climbing, the Enterprise rushed the ring, knocked his chair into his face, and held him in position as Veronica Kane threw Kid Chaos off the table and proceeded to drench the table in lighter fluid. They then lit the table and threw Supreme through it. But it was more than a match Supreme was risking at this point. When he hit the table, the original XPW King of the Deathmatch caught fire and rushed out of the ring in an attempt to put out his engulfed body. The fire was put out, but Supreme was on the ground, his body badly burned. Reluctantly, Chaos covered him and scored the victory. But the Enterprise, the group that Chaos had politely declined membership in, had done their deed. Just as they did at Redemption, they had given Chaos help in securing a win. Help he never asked for and help he never wanted, especially this time, as the loss to his opponent was much more than a simple wrestling match. After Supreme was carried away by paramedics and rushed to LA County Municipal Hospital, there was still another war to be waged. The Messiah had become XPW World Heavyweight Champion at Redemption by beating New Jack, who was forced to defend the title for the injured Sabu. But Messiah's victory celebration was cut short as Vampiro and Shaggy 2 Dope turned on the Black Army and attacked Messiah and Rob Black. Now, it was time for Vampiro to feel the rapture of the Messiah. But, should he be able to survive the rapture, he could leave as XPW World Champ. Still hobbling from the brutal attack on his knee during the Black Army sneak attack, and unassisted by the Insane Clown Posse, victims of Pogo's attack earlier that night, Vampiro came to the ring, ready to take it to the newly crowned XPW champ. But Messiah was ready to prove to Black, Vampiro, and the entire wrestling world that he was the true and worthy XPW champion and that the future was his. The two locked up and battled fiercely. Neither wanted to take too many risks and give his opponent an advantage, but still taking it to each other with all they had in them. Messiah concentrated on Vampiro's knee, while Vampiro tried to use his extra years of experience to pull out a few tricks he hoped the Messiah would fall for. Just a few minutes into their battle, another familiar tune was heard throughout the arena as former XPW World Champion Sabu ran to the ring. Apparently not approving of the manner in which he had lost the XPW title in the first place, Sabu was there to get it back. In what would become perhaps the greatest three-way war in XPW history, three men, no love lost between any of them, gave it their all. The fresh Sabu was able to land a flurry of offense and even attempted to put the Messiah through a table propped up in the corner. But Messiah moved and Sabu went crashing through it head first and injured his shoulder. The battle for ultimate supremacy in XPW went back and forth with all three men attempting to score pinfalls, but being broken up when the third man was able to stop the count. In the end, Vampiro was able to hit Sabu with his patented nail in the coffin, but as he went for the cover, Rob Black nailed him from behind, allowing Messiah to sneak in with a top rope leg drop and score the pin to retain the XPW World Heavyweight Championship and secure his place as a true, undisputed XPW World Champion. Black and Messiah then jumped on the former champ and handcuffed him to the rope. They went for Vampiro, but he had already headed for the locker room, leaving Sabu to fend for himself. As Black and Messiah beat on Sabu, the notes of Enter Sandman were heard once again, and enter he did. Sandman hit the ring, and unable to escape this time, Messiah and Black ended up on the receiving end of a number of brutal cane shots. Black was busted open, but with Lizzie Borden's help, was able to grab the Messiah and retreat to the locker room. After Sabu was freed from the handcuffs, Sandman and Sabu were met in a stare down, nose to nose, in the center of the ring. But after a night full of wild brawls and near-death experiences, it was not a brawl that the two would share, but rather a round of beers, as Sandman was officially welcomed to XPW, and the arena exploded in support for the Extreme Icon. It was a night that will not soon be forgotten. Images etched forever in the minds of XPW wrestlers and fans. It was indeed Rapture.
Welcome, wrestling fan, to another edition of the XPW TV, and you are looking at the real host, Chico, for one reason. Because I am the host.
I was voted the host.
Cállate la boca, Chico. Last week at the Rapture, at the Olympic Auditorium, it was an incredible display of brutality, intensity, pro wrestling at its most incredible. And the one thing that we learned, ladies and gentlemen, was that the Messiah remained the undisputed, unbelievable, incredible XPW World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, yes, of course, the Messiah successfully defended his title at Rapture, but right now I want to talk about the debut of the Extreme Icon, the Extreme Legend. That's right, Sandman! Sandman is here in XPW. And not only did he defeat the entire Black Army, but Rob Black himself.
Chico,
Man,
this man is nothing but a bum, a drunk, borracho, knows maybe 5 moves in the ring, Chico. He had no respect for the XPW, no respect for the Robert Black. And Chico, the nerve he has to interfere in the Lizzie Borden, Mayor Go Mad. Chico, ¿qué le pasa a este? Es un loco. This guy, the Sandman, have no respect for the XPW. He has no class.
Wait a minute, whoa, you're talking about interfering? You're talking about interfering, man. Lizzie and Rob Black had a plan. They said no Rob Black Army members would interfere in this match, and out comes this Japanese girl, who I don't even know the story, the true story behind her, interferes and involves herself in the match. She deserved getting knocked out by the Sandman. But right now, folks, I want to talk about probably the most extraordinary thing, not only in Rapture, but possibly the history of our company to happen. It was in the match between Supreme and Kid Chaos, the match to determine the #1 contender for the XPW King of the Death Match title. Supreme Chaos, uncle versus nephew in the ring. And the winner of this match would fight the Messiah for the King of the Death Match title.
Chico, but the true event that would transpire that evening was the fact that the Enterprise, and we have been seeing this for weeks now, the Enterprise has been trying to get Kid Chaos to join the rank. We saw like the Veronica Kane going to the house of the Kid Chaos, you know, the Chico, you don't know what happened there, but the bottom line is that Kid Chaos continually does not accept the offer of the Enterprise. So they took him to their own hand and decided to show Kid Chaos directly and in the most brutal fashion how they can help him.
Folks, for the benefit of you that weren't there at Rapture, after giving Chaos a brutal super bomb from the top rope through a table at the ringside area, Supreme set Chaos up for the finisher, the Mecha Toad Splash. It was then the Enterprise came to the ring with their unwelcome support for Kid Chaos. GQ Money, TJ Rush, and none other than Steve Rosano attacked Supreme and set him on the top rope as Veronica Kane basically drowned a table in the middle of the ring with lighter fluid. Once the table was set on fire, the entire Enterprise threw Supreme from the top rope into the table of flames. Immediately, when Supreme hit this table, folks, he was covered in flames. He tried to roll out of the ring. You remember that?
Running around like a chicken. Chico trying to get that candela out, but it was impossible.
He tried to get out of the ring to no avail. Did the flames go out? He was running literally around the ring, folks. 10, 15 seconds in flames. Finally, he got to the ringside area, the ringside table. The timekeeper's table was put out with the fire extinguisher, and of course it was then Kid Chaos went over for the pin and won the match. But folks, Supreme was rushed to the Los Angeles County Hospital, just blocks away from the Olympic Auditorium, where he was treated for second-degree burns on over 45% of his body. Folks, it was heinous. Later tonight, if willing, we're going to try to get a report on the condition of the big man Supreme.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It was a scene like the towering inferno, Chico. It was incredible. A night not to be forgotten, Chico. And I'm going to tell you something. The Robert Black Army is not even as brutal as this Enterprise. This Enterprise is sick, maniac, psycho. Because the Robert Black Army would never stoop that low to make a human torch out of one of their enemies, Chico. But what I have to say to the Enterprise is, you think you got your hand full with the Kid Chaos. You have not seen nothing yet because now you have to deal with the Supreme when he returns.
Fans, do not go away. When we return from Rapture Live, the Rob Black Army, Vampiro, the Insane Clown Posse. Fans, don't go anywhere.
What's going on in XPW, man? You know, just when I got that joy, that happiness, that tinge of hope, somebody always comes along and messes it up.
Messiah, though, world champion, undisputed, pinned Sabu clean.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Them students are killing me. Kevin, they're f***ing killing me. All right? I told you to move this school. Get it out of here.
Okay.
Put that on your notes.
What's that?
Just sit down, will you? If there's a figure of speech, just come on already. And this, I don't know, man. And the Vampiro, and now we got Pogo. It's like this whole cluster. And now a bunch of people's contracts are coming up. All right, this phone's been ringing off the hook. I mean, it's just.
And Sandman.
Don't worry about it, okay?
Okay.
I got it cooking in my head. I got a whole little thing here, whole little plan.
What?
Just stay there, man. Okay? Just stay there. Now I've been thinking. Got Messiah, undisputed world heavyweight XPW champion. You got Messiah, king of the deathmatch champion. 2 belts.
One guy.
A lot of gold. But you see, we need something else. You know, we get the other Black Army members. You know, Vic. I like Vic. A little goofy.
Cracking
A little
Angel.
wacky. Love Cracking Angel. But we gotta give them something that's so.
Like what?
I don't know, like another title of something. You know, just. You know, I mean, I got like a bunch. Like, okay, what do you think of this? The Brass Knuckles Champion. What?
It's like so old, and I mean, I think like the deathmatch thing kind of supersedes like brass knuckles.
All right, I'll cross that off.
What about internet champion, like xpwrestling.com champ?
That's so gay. That's so gay. No.
Just kidding.
All right. Okay. The Western States Heritage Champion.
Yeah, because everybody believes XPW and Wrestling Heritage like hand in hand. Yeah. What about like the Wrestling Cup?
What?
Like instead of a belt, it's like a cup, like a big cup, and I carry it around with you.
Is this f***ing sailing? Is this a company of sailors? Sailing a cup. Tennis a cup. We f***ing tennis? You don't need a cup. The only place we use a cup is for my f***ing balls. Alright? No f***ing... Get the f*** out of here. Cup. Got it.
Yeah.
XPW World Heavyweight Television Champion.
We got TV.
Yes, we do. What do you think? Like a tournament. Like, I don't know, like an 8, 12-man tournament.
Tournaments are good,
You know?
but you know we gotta. You know.
Don't worry about it. Remember this? This whole blueprint, okay? Sandman, Vampiro, Sabu, the whole blueprint. And now, TV champ. Okay? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be super good. It's gonna be hot. Hot. It's gonna be as hot as f***ing Supreme was when he was on fire running around the ring.
That's wrong.
Come on, that was good. Admit it right now, it was funny. Admit, say it.
That's fucking
And he's running, flapping, can't get the off.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. He's like, oh my God, my uncle's on fire.
Let me tell you something though. He showed me a lot of guts. Kid's got balls, and I like that. Call him up, want him to come in.
You like Chaos's balls?
No. Dude, what's wrong with you, man? Tom Big Crackin' Angel? Listen to me. Leave the balls alone. Ship them over. Okay?
Of course.
Alright. I like him as a person. Wrestling. Showed me a lot. Supreme, his uncle's on fire. Everybody's on fire. I like it. Call him up. TV, this is good. This is good. Only give him something.
Okay.
Alright.
Go call.
Just go. Balls. Kick you in the balls.
Nothing like a fine barbecue, is there? Roasting marshmallows.
I like mine well done.
Ooh, look at that one.
Saturday night. Hey, you guys. Who's this? That's Supreme running around the ring on fire.
Oh, look at this one. Oh, look at that. Right in the
You
fire.
lost it! Ah! It's blowing up! It's burning! It's burning! It's on fire! Ah! Supreme Chaos! You just learned what the Enterprise is all about. Because if you play with fire, inevitably, you're bound to get burned. Supreme, you call yourself a human horror film? Well, I turned you into Freddy Krueger, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it except sit in your damn hospital bed and cry about the roasted layers of skin that were left at the Grand Olympic Auditorium. You think that we're not done? Chaos? How about you? We told you we wanted you in the Enterprise. We told you you were right for the Enterprise. This shows you how far we will go to have you be a part of us. This shows just how far we will take it. Chaos, baby! Money is in the bank. Don't think we're not coming after you. We've put out one man. We're gonna put out two. And then maybe 3, 4, a little bit more. Oh, yeah.
Baby bird.
Oh, yeah.
Here it is, wrestling fans. The long-awaited 8x10 photographs of Lizzie Borden. Here exclusively at xpwrestling.com. You can receive these beautiful, beautiful photographs personally autographed by Lizzie Borden herself and personally to you. $10 a piece, or you can get all 4 for $35. And when you buy this special package, you will get a limited edition bonus photograph. That's hot. Real hot. XPW, Lizzie Borden. Get 'em. Hot. Hot.
Not only did we get rid of Supreme, but I mean, he's going to be out for a long time, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody comes back from a beating like that.
No one
I mean,
does.
this guy was burned to a crisp.
You know what? I've been reading all the reports, TJ. I've been reading the internet reports, the newsletter reports, and they're saying tragedy at XPW, a stunk off bad. What did you expect us to do? What do you think we're doing? Stunk off bad? When we put fire in the ring, the intent is to burn somebody. And just because we didn't finish the job, just because he's not cremated, just because his ashes aren't sitting in an urn on my goddamn Aspen pedestal, doesn't think we're not going to strike again. Doesn't mean we're not going to strike again. Veronica, the mind behind this has been absolutely unreal. Criminal masterminds like us can only be created once in an era. And this era is the era of the Enterprise.
You know, my only regret, Supreme, is that we didn't send your ass home in a body bag. A couple little burns. Boo-hoo. You know, Chaos, you could get a lot worse than just a couple of little burns like your poor uncle got.
The air surrounding Rapture was one of mystery. For weeks now, Vampiro and the ICP have been tormenting your buddy, Rob Black, sending him back the championship belts, dolls of themselves, and even a bottle of Fago, the contents of which ended up all over Rob Black. I mean, totally drenched. It was now time for the Dark Carnival and Rob Black to meet face to face once again.
But as we will see, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Black, as usual, had a brilliant plan, which will be revealed right now, too. Fun, let's go back to the Rapture.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grand Olympic Auditorium. Welcome to Rapture. I mean, this is it, Rivera. XPW's big show of the summer, and we are here. It's finally popped, Rivera. As we hear the music, get that smile off your face of the Rob Black Army.
That's right, Chico. It's summertime here at the Olympic Auditorium. Look at this beauty.
Oh!
Look at this sexy Lizzie boarding the wife
Oh!
of the bus. Of course, none other than the Donald Trump of not only the porno business, but also the pro wrestling business. It's the Robert Black. Ahí lo tienes.
And he's obviously, I mean, so predictable. It's obviously he's got something to say. What kind of screw job? Hopefully there won't be any here tonight at Rapture.
Here at Rapture, Chico, like I was saying, the summertime, all the women in the crowd are wearing their summer finest little tank top, the little short. Chico, you saw me earlier before the show started. Here with the women's fun taking pictures with the Larry Rivera. It was incredible. Phone number were exchanged. Hotel room numbers were exchanged.
Hotel? Wait a minute.
It's a great night.
How much are you going to be paying them in the morning?
Salud. ¿Qué te pasa?
That's right. That's what it means. Very close to Vermeer. The only thing I can say is on and on is that you f***ing beaters didn't get your boy. Every time I come back here, I dread what I gotta see. I dread the filthy pieces of shit that litter this f***ing arena. Shut up! That shows just what kind of f***ing class everyone f*** you! You don't deserve to see those f***s! The only thing you people are used to is seeing your fat, smelly f***ing beater girlfriend! Like that, right there! Yeah, show you f***ing You know something, I'm gonna get this over with, because I can't stand to be out here. The stench that you beaters give me reeks. We're gonna turn our attention over to those clowns in Vampiro. Let me tell you, I know you're back there. Bring your asses out here, because you got a lot of explaining to do.
Black, where you go? Tienes que tranquilar porque these people here, they're going to go crazy. They can only take so much. The Hispanic community. Bro,
All the derogatory remarks, and this is a guy who you kicked his ass, Rivera?
he paid the check. He paid the salary.
Oh boy, here they are, the ICP, Vampiro, and Rob Black may have been up just a little bit more than he could chew.
That's That's right. Chris Crosby, Snoop Dogg, Shaggy, Jay Byron,
J2
Clown Insane Bus. Right here, Jay.
You are dyslexic. Look at this Vampiro going amongst the ringside area. Look at all the ICC fans. Look at all the Vampiro fans, the XPW fans. Thousands and thousands on hand here at the Grand Olympic Auditorium for our biggest show of the summer, XPW Rapture.
Same clown passes, not to be confused with los payasos from Mexico. You know what I'm talking about? Los payasos. Great three-man tag team from Mexico wrestling for the Triple
And I never know what you're talking about. Vera, look at this man, look at the fans on their feet. Everybody, the ICP Vampiro.
People in the crowd
blowing the roof here.
Shaking the Fago in the face.
Oh, that stuff's good.
You know something, ICP and Vampiro? You got a lot of balls showing up here after what happened last month. You, especially you, with that up knee from Mexico. But let me tell you something. What you guys did to me last month, these wounds will heal. I want to give you guys a chance to redeem yourselves. Because wait a minute, what I'm going to do.
Let me just say something. Hold on a minute. Let me say something. I wasn't here last time, and my best friend in the world, Shaggy Tudo, was upset for 2 reasons. After he kissed your wife, he was upset for 2 reasons. Number 1, he still got herpes in his face. Number two, he was upset because your wife's mouth tasted like my
Because we're going to give you another chance. First, I want all XPW security at that entrance. All XPW security at that entrance.
What the hell does Rob Black have in mind, Rivera? He's calling for the XPW security. And look at all these guys at the entrance here at the Grand Olympic Auditorium. What is this?
Probably another excerpt from the Genius.
Obviously avoiding.
There's going to be no Black Army interference. Because I think you guys are to come to your senses. I'm going to give you guys this one last chance to come with me. Because man, you got nothing left, man. This is the only place that you can go. And you two, I'll tell you, unless you want another pistol whipping, you will behave.
Whoa.
And you will come with the Black Army.
You're giving them an ultimatum.
Yeah, you're right. And we're going to give you our answer right now as a group. I think it's pretty safe to say, F you.
Wait a minute, Rivera. You're not going with the Black Army.
Really?
Oh, look at this. Vampiro.
Hey, what are you doing? Wait, you have to have respect.
Oh, no! Look at this!
Right.
Where the hell did they come from? The Black Army out of nowhere! Under the ring, out of the crowd! The Messiah! The Crack! John Cronin's Big Grimes!
Look at Messiah attacking the knee.
Going right after the injured knee, of course, Vampiro injuring his knee not too long ago in Mexico. I'm talking about my Look at this, Messiah
attacking the knee, so he's no good for tonight.
Who later tonight, of course, will be defending the title against that man right there, Vampiro. Messiah, man, what a coward, what a creep. Look at this guy, you call him a champion? That's pathetic.
This is a true champion, using the brain.
This guy is nothing more than a pathetic bum, man.
Hey, Chico, he was the one that put the hand on the rubber black.
Look at that big
got
ride.
everything he deserved.
As you see the carnage in the ring here at the Grand Olympic Auditorium. ICP Vampiro taking it from the hands of the entire Raw Black Army. And that man right there, the one who you call champion. Messiah. And what is this? Wait a minute, Pogo the Clown making his way through the crowd.
Through security. Breaking his way. Did you see that, Chico? He buzzed
his way through everybody.
He buzzed his way through the security.
Pogo the Clown coming, and what the hell? Of course we know. He wants the Messiah. He wants the XPW World Heavyweight Championship. What the hell's he doing? What the hell is this, Rivera? He's going after Vampiro on the ICP? Why? Oh, it's short clothesline. Pogo. What the hell is Pogo the Clown?
No.
Oh, and what a clothesline.
Gee.
Did you see that, Rivera?
He almost take the head off of the J-Bio. He's Pogo. You see that close line?
What is the point of this? Pogo the Clown, this monster taking care of everybody.
Show that replay. Show that in the slow motion.
Listen to me, Rob Black! Who the are these motherfuckers coming into XPW? Thinking they're insane clowns! Rob Black! You get that Messiah down here right now! You got that Vampiro coming in here! Get a title shot! And I'm the only undefeated motherfucker in XPW! You people! Listen to me, good Rob Black! I'm tired of around with you, boy!
Well, there it is. I mean, Rivera, once again, Pogo the Clown making his demands to Rob Black and the Black Army. And he is the man. Why he kicked these guys around, I don't know. Wants to prove himself here in XPW, but he has proven himself, and he is the man who should have a title shot against the Messiah.
I think the Pogo the Clown has to approach things in a more diplomatic fashion.
That'll be the thing.
Not just going in there and creating havoc and mayhem.
Pogo the Clown going back
he's
to the
going
ring.
back to the ring.
I'll tell you what, Rob Black! I'll fight these motherfuckers tonight! I'll fight these motherfuckers tonight, Rob Black!
The ICP, I mean, all shooken up, so is Vampiro. Pogo the Clown challenging just about anybody.
Pogo did a number on this guy.
That clothesline that just about decapitated the ICP. Pogo the Clown, man, do not get in his way. And he basically said that tonight to everybody, especially the Messiah. He wants the title, Rivera. He wants it bad.
Let me tell you something, Rob Black. The next time that you send me a couple f***ing wannabe motherfuckers in that wrestling ring, your ass is gonna be responsible for what I do to them guys. You understand me? Messiah, let me tell you something, boy. You've been protected for long enough. Now is my time. You understand me? Now is my time.
What do you think? Wait a lit it. Wait a lit the fire that put out XPW superhero. They're Mr. Popular.
Supreme! What's his name? Supreme! Supreme!
I like my Supreme well done. Like that, Chaos? You know, we tried our hardest to encourage you to join us by nice means, but you didn't want to listen, did you? So you had to pay.
Here, look at that. Look at that. Get a close-up on the way that the skin just sizzles off that.
Ooh,
It just, look at layer by layer, it just
Melting
disappears.
off of there into the fire.
Now, was it me, or did it smell like bacon burning on July 7th?
I think it may have. TJ, be careful. If you play with fire, you'll get burned.
Might get burned.
Yeah.
XPW presents brand spanking new merchandise. Now, to get these great products, you can log on to xpwrestling.com or come to Rapture on July 7th. The brand new white trash Johnny Webb t-shirt, minimum wage, maximum rage. The New Jack t-shirt, 4 justifiable homicides. Do you want to be number 5? Plus, get the new XPW logo shirts. Tell everyone you're an XPW mark. Plus, the first King of the Deathmatch tournament is now on DVD. Baptized in blood. See how all the hardcore violence started. This DVD is loaded with bonus features. XPW wrestler bios. XPW photo galleries. XPW. Yeah!
Chaos, it's your poor old Uncle Supreme. I'll put him out for you. I told you you were going to pay if you didn't join us, didn't I? What, do I look like a liar to you? Do you think I don't keep my word? Do you think the Enterprise is bullshit, Chaos? Well, it's not. You can go ask your sweet little uncle about that one. I told you.
Wrestling fan, don't forget to tune in next week to XPW TV right here, same time, same channel, Chico, because we will bring you more brutality, more intensity from the Rapture that took place last July 7th at the Olympic Auditorium, Chico. And more importantly, we will be bringing you information on the big 2-year anniversary, big party. 2-year XPW anniversary, August 18th at the Olympic Auditorium. For more information, tune in next week right here on the XPW TV.
And speaking of information, Chico, be sure to log on to xpwrestling.com and don't forget, tell friends, tell family members anywhere on earth, anywhere on the globe, that if they have a computer at home, they can watch XPW TV if they don't get it on their cable system. And speaking of xpwrestling.com, you can send get well wishes to Supreme by logging on. And folks, next week, hopefully we're going to get more on the condition of the big man Supreme.
You can send the email to Supreme at xpwrestling.com.
Fans, thank you very much for joining us. For Larry Rivera, this is Chris Kloss. We will see you next week right here at XPW TV.
I'm on fire!
How you feeling? Oh, look. I just want to come here today, just want to say, I'm sorry the way things just got so up, the Enterprise and the fire. We shouldn't have been out there in the first place, These bandages, those burns, all the sores on your body, that's all my fault, If it weren't for the Enterprise, none of this would have happened. If it weren't for them trying to get to me, they would never got to you.
It's not your fault. It's their fault. It's their stupidity. And what are they thinking? They come after you. So who am I? This baboon that just, it was like, who do they think I am? Do they really think they're going to get away with this? Once I heal up, those are dead.
Let me tell you this. Even before that, before you're healed and before that, I'm going to take care of them. Believe you me, Enterprise, Rosano, Kane, Rush, and GQ Money, there's going to be hell to pay. It's going to be at the wrath of me, not by Supreme. I'll take care of this. I'll take care of this. It's not this kid anymore. This is messing with family.
I believe you're ready for this. I think you're finally ready for this. You'll get it. You'll hold them off until I'm ready.